Okay, great. Well, welcome everyone. I know normally our events have people from across the world, so good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, where applicable. This is our first branch event for Chiltern for this year. So I know it's getting late into February, but just want to say Happy New Year to everyone, and hope everything's been going well and you have a great 2022. So my name is Melissa Mark Joyce. I'm the current chair of Chiltern branch. So doing it slightly differently, if you've attended our branch meetings before, where I wanted to give a quick branch and IOSH update, and then we'll hand over to our presenter, Richard, today. And I know we'll then have a Q&A discussion. Those are normally very interactive. And Alan will help in hosting the Q&A and also talk a bit about some of our upcoming events. Do think for the Chiltern branch, the committee has really been passionate around hosting regular meetings, though virtually, over the last 2 years. And this is just an example of that today. So if you go to the first slide, just one thing I just wanted to highlight to everyone for the next slide, Alan.
Yep.
For the branch and for other branches across the IOSH network, we are currently in the phase of having nominations for the committees. So for our Chiltern branch, we actually have vacancies for our secretary and treasurer this year, as well as for committee members. We would love to get several of you all who are our Chiltern branch members to sign up, express your interest to become a committee member. You'll be involved in helping us plan future events, ensuring we're connected to council, connected to updates as what's happening with IOSH, etc. So it's a really great experience. I know a couple of people who are on this call have been co-opted this last year to be on the committee, and I'm sure they will say it's been an amazing and rewarding process. And so we want to get more of you who would want to contribute to become part of that committee. So just a reminder, March 1st, nominations close. So you just have a few more days, and then the voting process will be happening in March in readiness for our AGM, of which we're planning for that to be April 28 or so. I don't have the date on top in front of me.
27th.
27th. Thank you, Kevin, because the 28th actually is World Safety Day, so we wouldn't want to have our meeting then. Good, thanks. Good. Next slide. Good. So I just mentioned last 2 years we've been having virtual events, at least about one a month. One of the things I know I've heard is that people have said is like, oh, I can't wait to get back to face, etc. So guess what? We are going to have our first face-to-face event for the last 2 years, and it's going to happen next week, Tuesday. And again, in typical Chiltern style, we've planned a really good agenda. We wanted to get into the conversation around, technology and leadership for the OSH profession and the professional, especially coming out of COVID. We're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that has given us so much insight. So the day, it's a good few hours, so more than our typical branch meeting virtual. It runs from 2 till 6 o'clock, and we're going to have Louise Hoskin, our president for IOSH. I'm sure giving us some, context on her year. What does Catch the Wave really mean, and what's our role as OSH professionals? Then we're going to spend some time doing some technical demos. I'm really excited about this. We're going to have Christian Harris demonstrating the slip assessment tool. We're going to have someone from a company called Pixera showing us VR and how it can be used for enhancing training. I used this demo about 2 years ago, and since then I know the technology has enhanced even further. I really recommend people coming if it's just to put on those VR goggles and seeing it. It's amazing. And we're going to have a demo on RPE and some of the things that's changed coming out of COVID around that form of PPE. So really wanted to be looking at some practical demonstrations. And then we'll be closing out with a panel discussion around what leadership looks like going forward. So Eventbrite is where you sign up for it. We've had a few people signed up. want to get as many people coming together. It's a great opportunity to meet people who you haven't met in 2 years and also meet the committee members. So do sign up if you're a Chiltern branch member. Next slide, please. One thing I wanted to just mention, so I'm fortunate enough to be a member of council. I personally became a council member just December, and thought it would be good to just highlight 2 key things that's happening from a council perspective. And council role is really to ensure that we're representing you, our members. So what's been happening in council is they form 4 steering groups, looking at council effectiveness, member representation, looking at the strategy and the future of the profession. And a lot of work is happening, and you'll see more comms on what that means for us as IOSH members in the upcoming months. I just want you to know that this is something that's changed in the last cycle of council, and is a really exciting piece. Louise will talk more about this when she comes to our face-to-face next week, Tuesday. But the other thing I wanted to mention is that there is this great opportunity to connect with council members. They've now established monthly Connect with Council sessions. The last one was on Friday, and there's one coming up on March 18th. So look out through the various communication channels for the registration link on that. It will be via LinkedIn, Twitter.
We just lost you there briefly, Melissa.
Oh, are you hearing me?
I know Melissa was having problems with her
connection. I can hear you fine, Melissa. Yeah, that's fine by me. I'm not sure if that was you, Alan. I think everyone else was fine, hopefully.
Okay. Are you still hearing me?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Okay. Okay, good. Kevin shaking his head. I'm almost finished. So yeah, so I just, yeah.
Sorry, Melissa, you broke up for a while. We lost you.
Oh, Alan, they're saying that they're hearing me. So maybe on your side.
Maybe it was me, because I'm unstable, apparently.
Okay, no good. All right. I just want to encourage all of you all out there as IOSH members. This is a great opportunity to meet with council members and hear what's happening, pose questions, etc. So look out for that communication further. And I think one last slide. Okay, this is just a bit more about the council steering groups. I will not go into this. Again, join one of those Connect with Council sessions. So I'll pause there and hand back over to Alan, because later on in our session today, Alan will share a bit around our upcoming events past the face-to-face in March. Again, I just want to encourage everyone. We've said we wanted to get back face-to-face. We've missed that interaction. Do join us. We've selected a really great location. There will be a little bit of food to eat. I'm a foodie myself, and some great conversations. So don't miss this opportunity. It's all free. Just sign up on Eventbrite, and we hope to see you on Tuesday. So back to you, Alan.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that, Tim. I've had terrible internet the last few days since the storm, I think. Yeah, I don't know how far you got, but I was sharing this slide. That's what I intended to do. Have you managed to speak about that?
No.
Okay, no, I was just thanking Richard and everyone being here and highlighting the link that gets people to be able to watch things like this for free without being a member.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, as you said, the information's on, the recording will be on YouTube. Richard kindly agreed to share that and his PowerPoint. I mean, there's so many good things. We need to, behind the scenes, bring some of this together. We will capture all of the chat as well. I know Jane, Judith, I got that bit wrong. Judith Ward has agreed to, follow this up with Richard as well. So we'll do what we can, Richard, with our colleagues in the construction group, and we'll have some discussion with them for sure. So just looking forward, the meeting on March the 1st, this was in response to members saying they wanted face-to-face, but we'd love to see more than have currently signed up. So if you certainly can make it on the day, wherever you're from, but we'd love to see you. It's a great opportunity to talk about, future technology, as well as where we are with Catch the Wave and so on. In April, we're going to be looking at recruitment and obviously what we can do to help others about preparing for the, for your future jobs. It's our AGM as well. So that's when the new committee will be up and running. But please sign up by March the 1st. Myself, I'm afraid I will be standing down, but still involved with the committee. It's a great committee, good fun. And we've been meeting virtually. It'd be nice to see each other face to face. Although, Tim, we won't be seeing you, sadly, and Kurt from distant lands. In May, we'll be talking about driving safety. That's on the road. We're just developing that one. And June, progressing through the IOSH grades. But for me, what I look forward to is our summer school. Those who followed us, and our numbers grew immensely last summer when we did our back to basics. There is inevitably still a call for this. And so the basics are back, B2, B2. Our summer school will come up with about 6 virtual sessions. We'll be filling in some of the gaps that we didn't cover last summer. So watch this space, follow us on LinkedIn, and other social media are available. I'll show a slide on that in a minute. And then another thing we want to do during the summer, what do schools do? School kids, they have a summer visit. So we are planning to go to their large research-based university campus, Cranfield in particular. They're involved in aeronautical research, mechanical, road safety, autonomous vehicles, welding, 3D modeling, all sorts of fascinating stuff going on there. It's a postgraduate research university. So, and then towards the end of the year, Q4, 4Q, however you want to say it, academic presentations from university students. Again, we're looking to develop our relationship with people coming into the industry and encourage people to come into, into our role to become health and safety professionals. We'll have our usual legal update as well, and hopefully an end of year branch event, and who knows, that might even be face to face with a bit of luck. I know the question was asked about these meetings where we can project and involve, project the speakers' presentations and involve others. That does depend on the venue and getting the equipment, the IT equipment necessary to do that. But yeah, we'd love to see you all and to keep encouraging involvement and support for our branch. And meanwhile, you can engage with us plenty of different ways, obviously through the social media, LinkedIn in particular. We've got plenty of members on there now. Is it over 1,000? I think, did we reach that target? Twitter as well, we're around 750 members on there. I think you've already mentioned, Tim, you can access all of our previous meetings through our recent events page on our Chiltern microsite, and the slides, recordings, chats, all of those things are available. If I've missed anything, any committee members want to add to that? We're also supporting the future leaders as well, and we're glad we've got a couple of members of that group on our committee too. So we've got a lot to look forward to, busy year, and hope to see many of you again. One last chance, anyone from the committee?
Yeah, just one thing, Alan. We're aiming to use our LinkedIn committee page as our main portal of communications, if you like. We'll have our website and Twitter and things like that, but as a central hub for events and also the links for the recordings and any Q&A follow-up or anything like that, we're going to be using the LinkedIn committee page going forward. You can find other things in other places, but that's the main hub really of what we're doing.
Okay.
Sorry, just quickly to add on that, the beauty of LinkedIn is it's industry and profession agnostic. So for those of you that may not be members of the Chiltern branch officially with IOSH, you're more than welcome and very welcome to follow the IOSH Chiltern LinkedIn page to get content and collaborate with us. So it's a much easier way for us to reach to everyone that's interested in safety within all industries and sectors.
Analogies. So thank you all for coming today. Richard, if you want to stay on just for a few minutes afterwards, and committee members, Paul, and we'll finish the recording. Were you handling that, Tony? Thank you very much, but do follow us anyway. It's great to have seen so many.